graduates and faculty, you may be seated. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Spring 2026 Social Work Graduation Ceremony. We want to welcome all of the family and the friends. I'm sure for some of you it might feel like you've earned a degree tonight. Thank you so much for how you've supported our students. I'm going to open us with prayer and we'll start the celebration. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here tonight to celebrate how you've just been with us through this journey, Lord. Thank you for bringing us to this point, the end of the semester, Lord, and the graduation event for all of these students. We want to celebrate you and we want to celebrate them for all they've accomplished. Please bless tonight and help it to be memorable. Bless this weekend and just guide and protect. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, at this time, we are going to have our musical selection by two of our graduate students, Jess and Melanie.
Jesus, come. Let today be the day. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna break, but I'm holding on to a hope that won't fade. Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong. We need you right now. Come and turn this around. Jesus, there'll be no chains when Jesus comes. Let today be the day. He'll come for the weak and the strong just the same, and all will believe in the power of His name. Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong. We need you right now. Come and turn this around. Deep down I know this world isn't home. Come, Jesus, come. Come, Jesus, come. And we'll stand face to face. Come and lay it all down. us come.
Thank you so much for singing for us. Jess and Melanie are online students, and so this is the first time we've gotten to meet them in person. Some of us, I think, have met them before, but thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce our speaker. Leanne Wynn is an alum of the social work program, and for the last couple of years, she's actually been teaching as one of our adjunct faculty. We've been really blessed by her experience, by her knowledge, by the stories that she brings from being in the field. And I know that the students have really benefited from having practitioners that are actually working in the community currently bring content into the classroom. So at this point, Leanne, I'm going to invite you up and give you the time.
I practice this with a podium, so I do need a podium. So 1 second. Sorry. How's everyone doing? Oh, hi. That's how I know who's back there. Sorry. Or a music stand fitting. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you raise it up? Nope, got it. All right. Can everyone hear me? Okay. Good evening, everyone. So I grew up on an island in the Caribbean, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and yes, it's the best one. And where I'm from, when we deliver a speech or an address, we start by acknowledging the important roles in the room. It's a sign of respect. And so I want to do that here with you all, not only as a sign of respect, but to acknowledge all the people who helped bring these graduates to this moment. So, Chair of the Social Work Department, BSW and MSW program directors, professors, staff, mentors, families, friends, and most importantly, our esteemed graduates. When I think back to my own graduation, I can imagine you're feeling a mix of things: excitement, relief, exhaustion. We just came off of a week of the semester, and maybe some stress, maybe a lot of anxiety, just a lot of things competing for your attention. So before anything else, I want you to take a second to really let yourself recognize the weight of what this moment is. Professors, family, friends, you too, this moment is a result of your investment as well. You made it through. Yeah. And if you zoom out, it wasn't just this week or this semester, it was years. Balancing responsibilities, showing up when you didn't feel like it, persevering, adapting over and over again just to get here. Let yourself feel that. This moment is a culmination of all that hard work. You earned this. So as you move through this evening and the rest of graduation weekend, I hope you find small pockets of moments where you recognize the weight of this and sit in the pride that comes with this moment. As I got to thinking about what I would say to all of you, I spent some time thinking about you graduates. I wondered about your stories, who you were, your roles, your dreams. So I reached out and I asked some of you. And so, here with us, we have future school social workers, case managers, therapists, MSW candidates, law school candidates, medical social workers, art therapists, to name a few. How lucky are the people who will sit across from you one day? How blessed are the agencies, schools, systems, communities, and churches that you're about to step into? You chose a field that requires heart, patience, empathy, and grace. It requires willingness to show up for people in different ways, some of them in their worst moments. And that matters. And honestly, it's something that's lacking a lot in a lot of places. So again, how lucky, and how blessed. And then I went back to thinking about what I would say to you. I'm quite the overthinker and quite detail-oriented, and Dr. V gave me just free range to say whatever I wanted, which, if I'm being honest, did not help. I am the kid in the art class that wants to know exactly what to draw, not to draw my imagination, so it's been a journey getting here. So I started thinking about some things I would have wanted to know at this point, and I thought I would share some of those things with you. First, and probably most important, I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but social workers are absolutely superheroes. Not the dramatic cape-wearing kind. Now that I'm wearing this, I realize the not thinking ahead there. But if you want to wear capes, go for it if that's your thing. But the real kind, the kind that is adaptable, flexible, empathetic. We know how to connect with people, walk into complicated, messy situations, and still find something useful, meaningful, and hopeful. We know how to advocate, how to really listen, and that's not normal. That's not average. And that's something many of you have already been doing. Some of you are learning, refining, growing it in real time. So superhero might be a little flashy. I personally think it fits, but I think it gets really close. So now your job is to figure out, what is your version of that? What is your superpower? And then, how do you grow it, refine it, and use it in ways that help other people? The second one is, be silly when you can. Jobs, well, life is overwhelming. This is one that I have to be, if I'm being honest, be really intentional about, and some of the best moments have come from being a little silly on purpose. That can look like, how many jumbo marshmallows can you stuff in your mouth at once with my students? Or walking down the hallway like robots, or crabs. Or if I know that a colleague has had a really long day, I've been known to walk into their classroom, phone blasting, like hip hop dancing till like my heart will go on, just to make them laugh. And it works. Thank you for laughing, I appreciate that. And it works. And these moments matter more than you think. They break things up. They help people breathe, and they will help you breathe. So don't wait for those moments to happen. Be intentional about creating them. The third one took me a while to get to. It's very significant right now since I'm feeling a little bit this way. I don't know if you've ever been in a position to have a chance to do something amazing. Maybe it's a job or this really amazing dream for yourself, and you get those butterflies in your stomach. It's a mix of like nervous, slightly doubtful feeling, but you're also really intrigued. You can see yourself doing it, but you're also wondering, can I really do this? I've come to learn that that feeling is not something that you should run from. It's often something that signals that you should lean into. I remember this feeling when I first saw the job posting for my current role. I work with students with severe emotional and behavioral needs. And the same thing when I had the opportunity to teach here at the department. My thought process looked a little bit like, you absolutely cannot, I mean, come on, to, no, I think I can do this. And then I went back to, you're a baby social worker. What could you possibly teach people? And then I came around to, just try. You can do this. And maybe it won't be so bad. And here I am. And it's been an expansive and affirming experience. So moving forward through your career next steps, I challenge you to go intentionally after some things that make you pause and think, can I actually do that? Look at it differently. Not as a stop sign, but maybe a signal to pause and consider leaning into it. Because those are the moments that will stretch you and show you what you're capable of, and your growth professionally and personally will be better for it. This fourth one is something I'm actively still learning, and it's about boundaries and taking care to understand them and define them. You chose a field that attracts people who care deeply. Remember, that's part of the superhero thing. And it's a beautiful thing, but it also makes it really easy to give too much of yourself. So frankly, you need boundaries. You need to know not just what they are, but which ones can bend and which ones absolutely should not. And this will be a continual process as new situations and people come up against them. But if you don't protect your energy and your peace and your happiness, this job can take bits of it. I'm still working on this. I've had to build in systems and people to help me with this. People who will say, that's a great idea. Do you think you can actually do that in a week? Or you need to step back? Or Leanne, you're sick. Take a sick day, please. So building your systems, work on that. Find your accountability people if you haven't already. And know that when your boundaries get crossed, and it will sometimes, it's not a failure, it's information. Reset, strengthen them, and keep going. The last one that I want to share with you is that it's a privilege to do hard things. This one took me a bit to conceptualize. If I'm being completely honest, it didn't really come to something in my mind as like a reminder for maybe until the last couple of weeks ago. I started this workout program recently. I bought the full year, so I'm really in it. I have to do it. And I'm in one of these workouts, and on my 12th rep of this like 1 1/4 squat, so like you go all the way down, and then you come up a little bit, and then you go all the way down, and you come up again. And like my legs are on fire, okay? Just all of it just burning. And my coach is in my ear saying, you can do this. Don't give up. If it's a privilege to do hard things. I scoffed out loud. I was like, lady, my legs are on fire. This does not feel like a privilege. What are you talking about? And then she'll say it again, especially during the really hard parts. I've noticed like the thighs and the core. She'll be like, it's a privilege to do hard things. And then the first time she said it during our cool down, she said, there are people who wish they had the mobility, the ability, and the opportunity to move your bodies in the way that you just did. And that stuck with me. Over the last couple of weeks, I've found myself thinking about that, not just in workouts, but at work, in moments that feel frustrating or overwhelming, and like, this is so hard, I don't know what to do here. I'll hear her voice in my head. It's a privilege to do hard things. Not because it's fun. There's nothing fun about some of the things that we have to do, but it's because of what it represents. You are stepping into a field where you get to make a difference. You get to support people in hard moments. You get to show up in meaningful ways and serve communities, schools, agencies, hospitals, congregations, places that really need you. There are people who wish they were in the position to do your work, who wish they had your training, your degree, your skill, and opportunity to show up and serve in the ways that you will. So, when you find yourself in those moments thinking, this is hard, what am I doing here? You'll say, this is hard, but it's also a privilege to do hard things. So, graduates, to reiterate, you've worked for this, and it's well earned. Now you're stepping into the next chapter of your journey, the one you've been building towards for quite some time. Some of you are already doing the work, and some of you are just getting started, but all of you are moving forward in meaningful ways. So as you do, as a reminder, be adaptable, be thoughtful, be curious, be human, it's the most important one. Find your superpower, whatever that looks like for you. Be intentional about your balance, and be a little silly from time to time. Lean into moments that stretch you, let people support you, and protect your boundaries. And when things feel hard, because remember they will, remember it's a privilege to do hard things. Don't forget to take time to relish in what you've accomplished here. So, to you, I say, congratulations truly. We're all really blessed to have you in this field.
All right. It's our distinct privilege and pleasure at this time to present some awards to a few of our graduates. And we have a peer award to present to one recipient as well as 2 faculty awards, Regis Smith Awards. So I'll begin with the MSW Peer Award. It is my distinct honor to present this MSW Peer Award at Andrews University to a graduate who has exemplified the very heart of social work through their unwavering commitment to their peers and the learning community. This recipient has consistently demonstrated exceptional leadership, a spirit of collaboration, and a willingness to uplift others, fostering an environment marked by encouragement, respect, and shared growth. Through their support, professionalism, and dedication to the core values of social work, they have not only enriched the academic experience of their colleagues, but have also modeled the kind of compassionate and ethical practice we strive to cultivate. This award is a testament to their meaningful impact and the lasting impression they leave on this program and the field of social work. So this year's recipient is none other than Kayla Hope Bruner. In fact, Kayla has also received the 2026 NASW Michigan Social Work Student of the Year Award, which we went to the capital Lansing on April 17th for her to receive. So congratulations, Kayla. We are so proud of you. Yeah. All right. Okay, the MSW Faculty Award, Regis Smith Award. It is my great privilege to present this faculty award to a graduate who has distinguished themselves through exceptional academic achievement, professional integrity, and a deep commitment to the mission of social work. This recipient has consistently demonstrated academic excellence, maintaining a strong mastery of social work principles, while actively engaging in meaningful dialogue, collaborative learning, and scholarly inquiry. Beyond the classroom, they have modeled the highest standards of professionalism, embodiment of ethical practice, and respect in all interactions. Their dedication to social justice, advocacy, and service reflects the very core of our profession and inspires those around them. This award recognizes not only their accomplishments, but their unwavering commitment to advancing equity, compassion, and excellence in the field of social work. And the recipient of this award is none other than Lysian. Congratulations, Lysian. I'm so proud of you. Happy for you. Yes, you're so welcome.
So I have one award to present, but I also want to recognize someone who already received an award, but it was our national NASW Michigan Chapter Social Work Student of the Year Award, and that was to Joanna Cardenas. So I would like her to come up. So she has already received her award, but I really want to recognize her because she has done an exceptional job as our social work club president. She has been the voice of our students. She has had some initiatives. She has attended our faculty meetings, and she has really been just out there helping that social work club become strong. So thank you so much, Joanna, for all your hard work and for you're just an all-star. The next award I have is our Regis Smith Award for Excellence in Academic Service, Leadership, and Professionalism. And this student has been also part of our social work club. She has been carefully making notes and coordinating and helping. And this student, I'm talking about Ariana Torres. So Ariana has been very active in just advocacy and just reaching out. She had been hired into her internship, so very hard worker. And so we appreciate you, Ariana, for all the work and advocacy and leadership that you have had.
I very much enjoyed getting to know Joanna better this year. In addition to being my advisee, she also worked as my teaching assistant and research assistant. She showed strong accountability, a really relaxed style, and a generous spirit. She was, this past year, the president of the Social Work Club, and we as faculty gave her a 2020-26 NASW Michigan Student Social Worker of the Year Award because she showed all of the qualities of leadership and service and scholarship. We are so proud of you, Joanna. We should also mention that she did her internship at Harbor of Hope, which blended church and community outreach.
All right. And now, I'll hug you again, and you go sit down.
I really enjoyed working with Marcel over the past couple of years as his academic advisor. It's been quite a journey. He always, in spite of any challenges that came up, had goodwill and a chill approach to life. He was somebody who learned some really good coping strategies that helped him to improve his academic success over time. He had enough credits to graduate almost with a graphic design major, and he also graduates with a minor in French as well as his BSW in social work. He put that French study to good use, living for a year in Cologne doing academic studies there. He did his internship at the Andrews University Campus and Student Life Center. Very much enjoyed having Ariana as an advisee this year. She is somebody who is organized. She comes with spreadsheets and color-coded charts, makes it so easy to do planning, and I very much appreciated having her do all of that work. She was also somebody who worked on an honors project this last year, and I was her advisor for that as well. She looked at ethnic differences and mental health challenges for students at Andrews. She was somebody who was curious, who loved doing the research and had a natural enthusiasm. Her internships were at Lifeline Youth Ministries, and also she was a resident advisor at the Women's Dorm. Congratulations, Ariana.
Congratulations. Now you're supposed to go this way and get a gift.
Jan Tamayo completed her internship at Neighbor to Neighbor and Advancing Together in Texas. As her advisor, I had the privilege of hearing and observing many of her talents throughout the program. She brings notable creativity, expressed through her interest in art and graphic design, with which she supported various clubs on campus. Jan, your love of music was evident as you explored both percussion and voice lessons, frequently singing up front during your time here. Of particular significance was your determination in completing a minor in health, reflecting a broader commitment to overall well-being. As you consider your next steps, I know you have expressed further interest in studies in art therapy, and we know you will thoughtfully integrate all your creative gifts with your developing practice of being in service of others. Congratulations, Jan.
Well done.
Grayson Slickers. Gray is a kind, gifted, and determined man who has worked very hard for his degree. Even with so many obstacles that got in his way, he persevered and never gave up. It has been a joy to serve as his BSW advisor and to see him really emerge from his freshman year to now. Grayson completed his BSW internship at the Berrien County Juvenile Center, where he was tested and tried, and he emerged as a competent BSW social worker, ready to take things to the next level. He has already started our MSW program and plans to become a therapist, specifically specializing in intervention with teens. We are very proud of you, Grayson, and happy to get to continue with you on this journey. Congratulations.
At this time, we're going to transition to our MSW hooding. So,
Lizzie-Ann Umuhire. Lizzie-Ann has really taken full advantage of her time at Andrews and in the School of Social Work. Before coming into the MSW program, she took a gap year plus and served as a student missionary in an orphanage in Bolivia, where she was caring for children from 5 months old to 18 years old. This experience significantly shaped her understanding of social work and trauma theories and concepts and practices. She interned first at Neighbor to Neighbor, and her current internship is at Corewell Health in the hospital, where she's been able to practice advanced social work knowledge, values, and skills. She also completed the medical social work focus area, and she's been hired by the hospital to work as a social worker. Liz, it has been a joy to be a part of your journey, and we wish you many successes. Abigail Waysome. Abigail is graduating with her MSW after completing our online program while working full-time as a direct care professional. This took focus, it took persistence, and a clear commitment to the social work field. Abigail came to the program with a bachelor's degree in social work from Northern Caribbean University and an interest in clinical counseling, the justice system, and forensic social work. During her advanced internship at Consultation, she presented social and emotional learning sessions for first and second grade students. She created mental health activities for children and youth and observed and co-led individual counseling sessions. Abigail has completed a focus area in clinical counseling. Abby, we recognize your hard work, your steady growth, and your commitment to serving others. Congratulations on earning your MSW from Andrews University.
and I believe Abby is joining us on Zoom. So Abby, we just want to say congratulations.
Alyssa, it has been a privilege watching you from the start of this program. You've completed your internship at the Well of Grace Ministries and Logan Autism Learning Center. You have a focus area for trauma-informed and clinical counseling. I've had a chance to have you in a number of classes, and you often are the student that will draw others out, explore topics with curiosity and kindness, and include the entire group, even the shy folks trying to hide. You're a skilled connector in many, many ways. Keep seeking out growth and lots of enjoyment while remembering to have a few aspects of life that are a little rough around the edges. That's okay. I'm looking forward to seeing how you grow and lead in the next coming years as you build this career within social work and maybe some policy and advocacy areas. Well done. You've navigated a number of challenges, barriers, and hiccups throughout the degree, and yet you soaked up learning at every chance that you found or made. Your generalist and advanced placements were with Hickory House Recovery, and you've earned a focus area in clinical counseling. The woman I met several years ago was uncertain if an MSW was something that she could accomplish. Jess, you've learned through life lessons to maintain a kind heart, quick humor, and innovative problem solving, all necessary for social work. As you move forward with your shiny new MSW, remember that you will have moments where you feel uncertain. You may have moments of feeling inadequate at times, and my prayer for you is that you will simply take the next shaky step or speak the next wobbly word. I know that if the Jess that I met 3+ years ago knew what she would have navigated in this program, she would be proud and maybe a little shocked. Celebrate your growth each day and make sure to bring your friends and family along for the adventure. Very well done, Jess. Congrats and hold on for the next adventure, licensure.
Hey, you may face the audience.
Betsy Bradley is graduating with a focus in school social work and completed her internship at Heritage Southwest Intermediate School District. Betsy is both heart and action. She has an amazing, warm smile that I can imagine helps the children that she works with feel safe and comfortable. With her initiative, her compassion, her creativity, and her immediate willingness to put learning into practice, Betsy consistently moved beyond theory by advocating and implementing. She would frequently share in class that she had tried what we'd talked about at a prior class time. She tried it with the children at the school or with teachers she was working with or even with a Girl Scout group. Betsy was willing to bring ideas to life with purpose and care. Betsy, it's been such a joy to journey with you these last few semesters and watch and hear as you describe how all your knowledge and experience and compassion have aligned in such meaningful ways. Betsy, you are truly a gift to the children and the families and the teachers that you currently serve. And even as you continue to explore and create new pathways of support for the most vulnerable, you really are a gift to the profession as a whole. Congratulations, Betsy.
Turn around. Turn to the audience.
Melanie Coleman completed a focus area in trauma and did her advanced internship at ADAPT Youth and Family Mental Health. Mel's journey here reflects steady commitment to service, thought for engagement as she went through her studies and her internship. Mel always brought a deep insight to class, a rich, warm, and very authentic spirit, and she helped to create a space for exploration and integration with others. Mel, you bring a genuine spirit of service, shaped by a lifetime of giving both professionally and personally. Mel, thank you for demonstrating what insight into the experiences of others, attentive listening, and advocacy look like. As your work continues beyond this degree, I know God will continue to position you to contribute in meaningful ways to the communities you serve. And it is a very distinct honor to call you our colleague. Congratulations.
Kayla, we have been through many fun memories together. I was your advisor, then you became my GA, and then you got on board with me as a social work club officer for 2 years. Not only that, but you ended up being my daughter's school social worker. She fondly referred to you as Miss Bruno and frequently talked so much about you. As your journey ends for now as a student and begins as a professional, all these shared experiences point to one thing. You are truly a rock star in everything that you do. You put all of your heart into it, and you give it the very best. Congratulations, because I know you're going to make a difference in this world. Thank you for sharing this journey with me.
All right, face All right. Congratulations. It was a pleasure.
Jonathan, you were a very busy student. You made it through this program having a full-time job as a pastor with responsibilities such as board meetings and an evangelistic series and preparing for sermons, and you were attending class and doing homework at the same time. I remember a time when you got really sick and you reached out to me saying that you couldn't make it that day, but you would when you got better. And you did. That's what I call heart and dedication. Congratulations to you as a pastor and as a social worker.
I just want to add about Jonathan. He could not make it this evening. I know he may be online. He said he has to preach tomorrow, but he's going to be here on Sunday. Come on up. Yeah.
Jadine, the struggles were real. Full-time mom of a young baby, full-time worker, a wife, and a student. And though I know there were many stressful times, you kept going. You overcame every single challenge, and you didn't just do good enough. You did it really well. You always knew what classes to take and what things were on track because you had a mission and you accomplished it. Congratulations. You demonstrated exceptional perseverance and hard work.
Jessica, today Jessica, today we celebrate not just academic achievement, but extraordinary perseverance. As a mother, a full-time professional, and a dedicated student, you carried more than just coursework. You carried responsibility, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment. And you didn't walk this journey alone. You shared it side by side with your sister, turning late nights and long days into moments of strength, support, and shared purpose. For that, congratulations.
Hello, Margaret. All the professors in the School of Social Work celebrate you on this momentous leg of your educational journey. As your academic advisor, I celebrate you as a remarkable person as well of the MSW and the Dual Degree program. Your journey reflects both academic excellence and deep sense of calling. Through your advanced internship at Sacred Heart, you have demonstrated a powerful integration of clinical skills and pastoral presence, engaging individuals and families with compassion, professionalism, and unwavering respect for their dignity and worth. As you look ahead, I know that you have the desire to serve veterans in American Samoa, which reflects a profound commitment to those who have given so much in service to others. With your dual degree preparation in social work and ministry, you are uniquely equipped to address the complex intersection of mental health, trauma, and spiritual care. Your calling to this work speaks to both your courage and your compassion, and I am confident that your presence will bring healing, hope, and restoration to the lives of those you serve. Congratulations again.
And again, Margaret is watching online, but let's celebrate her as well. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, or good evening, and thank you all so much for being here. So, thank you for coming to celebrate this occasion. As social work students, there is nothing we understand more deeply than the impact strong support has on a person's life. Every one of you here has been that support for us. You helped build the foundation we needed to reach this milestone. Well, there was parents like mine who drove me hours and hours to every extracurricular activity I signed up for, or Joanna's, who made the life-changing decision to move from California to Bering Springs for her education. Your sacrifice has not gone unnoticed. For some, that support came through constant encouragement and investment in our potential, like Kayla's mom, who made sure that she had the SAT tutoring that she needed to succeed, and from Marcel's family, who has given him countless pieces of advice throughout his life. Sometimes it was found in small but meaningful gestures that made everyday life easier, like Liz's brother stepping in and buying her contact solution when finances were a little rough with an unpaid internship. These countless sacrifices behind the scenes, every ride, every meal, and every act of encouragement made this achievement possible. While we were the ones who studied for the exams and completed the assignments and projects, it was your unwavering support, love, and motivation that carried us through. I am confident that I can speak for everyone here that we are so deeply grateful for every one of you guys. Personally, I know I would not have made it here or have asked for a better support than the one God has blessed me with. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for believing in us, standing behind us, and helping us become the people we are today. Because of you, we learned what true support is, not just in theory, but in practice. And now every person that we will serve will feel a ripple of that sacrifice and support you've given us. Your kindness and sacrifices will reach beyond us, and from this moment to every life we will impact on. We are thanking you from our lives, but also those we will continue helping. Thank you so much.
And now, graduates, we would like to invite you to come forward, and you can take up to 4 roses, I think, and you can give those to the folks in the audience that you'd really like to acknowledge. Come on up. Okay, it looks like we're coming close to the end. We have one more thing that we'd like to do on behalf of the School of Social Work for our wonderful Dean, Amy Rosenthal. She already knows it's coming because the picture spoiled something, right? And I'm sure you're sick of things like that, but you get one more at least. I have no idea how many more are coming. But we just wanted to take a little bit of time to show you, to tell you how instrumental you've been in our department and in our lives personally, share a few memories, and just express our gratitude for who you are, how you've been, and wish you well on your journey. She's moving to England, to Newbold, and we're all going to go and visit her. But just enjoy this little tribute to Amy. You don't have to stand up. I didn't do that. She might get out of it. Let's see. Oh no, it's not. You're not going to get out of it.
Dean Rosenthal has been such an important advocate for the School of Social Work here at Andrews University, and I am personally grateful for the way that she has supported both our program and me as a new chair. From the beginning, Dean Rosenthal has been approachable, knowledgeable, and very easy to work with. She has this rare balance of grace and grit. She can bring clarity to hard conversations while still making people feel heard and valued. That's not always easy to do, but she does it well. One of the things I appreciate most about Dean Rosenthal is that her leadership feels grounded in care. She listens, she collaborates, and she keeps students at the center of her work. It is clear that their well-being matters deeply to her. Dean Rosenthal, thank you for your advocacy, for your encouragement, and your study support. You've made a meaningful difference for our school and for me personally, and I am very grateful.
Dr. Rosenthal, I wish I had known you longer as professionals. We didn't get to speak very often, but there are two significant times that, when I remember them, I still giggle about. One was learning that you were the mother of my son's good friend all along. And second, that you have no fear in getting your shoes wet. As that day was raining, I was trying to avoid a puddle. You kindly reminded me there is no way around it. Now, why are these comical events significant? They're significant because it shows the great traits of your leadership: accessibility, friendliness, caring, willing to be part of the puddle if needed, wise and genuine. Thank you for leading us the way you have. It was such a pleasure to be part of your team.
Thank you for the care and heart you brought to your leadership each day. You will be deeply missed, not just for all you've accomplished as our dean, but for the ways you've supported us and our growth here at the Drama Ed Center.
Hello, Dr. Rosenthal. This is Lloyd. I know I've spoken with you privately already. However, I could not allow this opportunity to pass without saying something publicly to you. I've truly appreciated your support to me. The feedback you have given me concerning some of the forms completed, and also, on my birthdays, you send me birthday cards. Then, more importantly, during my difficult times of losing my daughter, how supportive you were and understanding. I truly appreciate you. As you conclude your distinguished service at Andrews University and prepare to begin this exciting new chapter in your professional life at Newbold College of Higher Education, I am sure that you will go with confidence and that your influence will continue to inspire and to uplift those that you come in contact with at Newbold. May God continue to richly bless you and keep you safe.
Dr. Rosenthal, I knew that I'd appreciate you from the moment you asked a question in my interview process. The question was something along the lines of, if you were to consider creative ways to grow our student base in social work, what would you recommend? Anyone who starts a sentence with me of, if you were to create things or get to brainstorm, I knew I would like you. However, I didn't know quite how impactful you would be in my life. You've continued to encourage my creativity while also mentoring me of navigating some of those boundaries in higher ed, some of the transition that had to happen from clinical to higher ed processes. You've been a mentor, an advocate for me in ways I don't think I fully understand, and a model for what it is to be a leader in many spaces and places that are not always welcoming, yet you demand your voice. I have appreciated watching you and getting to know more about you and your interest as well. I can't wait to see what God does and how He leads you from here forward.
Amy, I so much appreciated working with you as chair for 4 years. You had an open door, you were a problem solver, you were a kind and welcoming presence who was willing to be real about life in all its complexity and challenges. You took such good care of the faculty through social events and your absolutely amazing baking abilities. In my 34 years at Andrews, you have been the best dean of College of Arts and Sciences that I have served under. I am sad you're leaving, and I hope that we will be able to interact in some ways in the future.
Let's try that. Okay, wow. You know, it has always been a very special privilege to be able to participate in this celebration. It was my first event as a dean here at Andrews University. I arrived in time for summer, August graduation, and giving the benediction at the social work celebration was my very first official action. And in the 7 years since then, it has continued to be such a privilege. And even more now that my oldest is a future social worker. And I hope 2 years from now when she graduates, she has a similar kind of experience. Not from here, but you know. But she will be a social worker. And so every time I see you all now, I picture my daughter. And it's such a blessing. So it is really my privilege to be able to tell you how proud of you we are. You represent your wonderful faculty, your colleagues, and just the amazing contributors to society that you are and you will continue to be. And we are so very proud of you. You will always be a member of the Andrews family. You will always be a member of the family of the School of Social Work. And I get the privilege of leaving you with 2 readings. The first one is called the Social Worker's Prayer. Give me a spirit like yours, to use the skill you've given me. Help me to be patient and use wisdom to provide the best service I can. Give me a discerning spirit to help make good choices. Help me to be accepting of those who are different from me. Help me to see the strength in those that I serve and treat them with utmost dignity and respect. Help me to see the uniqueness of all individuals and his or her right to self-determination. Help me to see the blessing in being kind to those who are in need. And Lord, help me to be like you, the ultimate social worker. And finally, the traditional Franciscan blessing. May God bless you with discomfort at easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships so that you may live deep within your heart. May God bless you with anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people and the earth so that you may work for justice, freedom, and peace. May God bless you with tears to shed for those who suffer from pain, rejection, starvation, and war, so that you may reach out your hand to comfort them and turn their pity into joy. May God bless you with enough foolishness to believe that you can make a difference in this world, so that you can do what others claim cannot be done. And the blessing of God who creates, redeems, and sanctifies be upon you and all you love. Amen.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. So I'd like to invite that's the end of our service. I'd like to invite all of the students to come up right now. Well, you're not students now, you're graduates. Wait, no, that's Sunday, but you're graduates. Come on up. We're gonna get a picture right now before people disperse. So just come on up and we'll find a good backdrop for you. For all of the family and the guests, if you'd like to join us in the lobby, you're welcome to. We have some refreshments out there, and if you wanna stay and get photos, this is the time to do it. Okay. Let's just get on in. Whoever wants to take pictures. There you go. Yeah. Okay, on the count of